All right. Hello, hello, and good morning, YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Katie Talk 101 show. When you come in the building, make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you're able to share it, make sure you do so. And I know it's pretty early. Sometimes most people are probably at work at this time. Let me make sure. Okay, everything sounds good. On my end, it does. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get right off into it this morning, and we're talking about the infamous, iconic, famous Wendy Williams. All right, so it's looking like since Wendy's hiatus, they're saying that her ratings have went up. And you guys, make sure you hit that like button when you come in the building. Tap that subscribe if you are new to the channel, and most definitely hit that notification bells for all notifications. All right, so over here we talk about viral stories. We talk about the celebs. We're just all over the place in people business over here. So if you like that, you want to stay up on the latest tea, make sure you hit that sub button and become a member of the Talk Nation family. All right, so you guys know how I do it. I just jump right into it, okay? All right, so this ended up coming from the Shade Room and it was yesterday. So it's saying that the Wendy Williams show has increased in ratings and it may be aimed at her absence. So, as you guys know, Wendy did actually have to take a hiatus. I believe she's having to get some things together dealing with her health and things like that. So, yeah, she had to take a hiatus and hopefully they're saying hopefully she'll be back, but the way it's looking, I don't think she'll be coming back. Okay, so getting off into this article. Okay, so it's saying that the host, she may not be hosting at the moment, but the people are still tuning in. As you know, the season 13 kicked off without Wendy Williams, and the show has multiplied. They have multiple different hosts there, and it's saying that let's see, it's Bevy Smith, Michael Yo, Devin Simone, and also Sherry Shepherd. Okay, Sherry Shepherd, you on there too? I didn't know they had Sherry on there. I also had another article because this article is really short from the Shade Room, but still shout out to the Shade Room for coming with this. Okay, I had another article just getting off into the depths of the situation. So let's see here. Good morning, and welcome to the show, Miss Regina. Welcome to the chat, Regina. It is so awesome to have you. Welcome to the Talk Nation chat. Okay, so I had another article talking about this more in depth here. And what this is saying, this is from the New York Post. Okay, so the Wendy Williams show better off without Wendy? Question mark. Okay, let me make sure I share this so you guys can see. I'm not sitting here making all of this up. Hold on. Oh, and they had some pictures of Wendy in this. She was in the wheelchair, and I just hate to see Wendy go through all of this kind of stuff. I hate to see her go through this. And I know some people will probably say, "Oh, Wendy been over here dragging people throughout the years, and she's just getting her karma." I still hate to see people go through stuff like this. I hate that for her. And I hope she heals up and I hope she gets better. I don't know if she'll get to the point where she'll come all the way back where she'll be able to get back into the show. But let's just hope for the best. Whether she comes back to the show or not, I still hope that she gets her health together, okay? Okay, so it says that since the season 13, the show ended up kicking off without the beloved host. In her absence may be a good thing. Ratings for the show ended up jumping a shocking 33% for the week ending October 24th. So the ratings have went up 33%. Okay, so this is according to the rep. So I guess this according to the people who know the show. Yeah, that's what I said. Dang, Wendy. Oh my goodness. And it ended up saying that a new season premiered on the 18th of October, and it featured a panel including all the names I just called out: Sherry Shepherd, Elizabeth, Wagmeister, and then Michael Yo. So there's been a various number of people on here basically taking Wendy Williams' place. Welcome to the chat, Coco, and good morning, Miss Coco Butter Barbie. Good morning and welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. So good to see you, Miss Coco. And yeah, I was just thinking, like, how could the Wendy Williams show prosper without Wendy Williams? I don't know. But let's see what do they think? What do they think why these ratings have gone up? But let's see. Okay, so the premiere had zero point 0.8 ratings, an increase of the previous week, which was zero point 0.5, which was a rerun of her talk show that aired. So really, when they were just running reruns of her show, it looked like it really wasn't accomplishing much of anything. Just from the looks of it, zero point 0.5, zero point 0.3. I mean, that's very, very low right there. Okay, so it said that Williams had been on her hiatus in her chat aimed at ongoing health issues streaming from her Graves' disease. So as you guys know, Wendy did come out, and it was after was that 2019 when she ended up fainting on the stage, or was it 2018? It was on Halloween because I remember she was dressed as the Empire she was dressed as the Empire State Woman, and she ended up falling over. Her eyes got really big, and she suffers from lymphedema. I remember that. I don't know if I did a show about it, but I remember posting something on Instagram when she showed a picture of her feet. They were so huge, man. When I say them feet was, oh girl, feet looked like she was walking on balloons. And it said that her absence was will be extended as well into November. She was scheduled to start the new season September the 20th, but delayed it several times due to some health issues, including testing positive for something. She also reportedly ended up taken to the hospital for mental health evaluation last month. Okay, so pertaining to the mental health evaluation situation, and this is all alleged, okay? Shout out to YouTube blogger Tasha K. Tasha ended up allegedly saying that she didn't believe that Wendy Williams was on any kind of mental health wellness or anything. Tasha K claimed that she thinks that it stemmed from her being in rehab, possibly allegedly. So I don't really know. But this picture right here was so sad. Just looking at it, like, look at her. She got her nice bag, but you can see how her legs look. Like, take a look at her legs. I don't know what kind of shoes are those you got, Wendy, but it looked like some real big high top shoes. Regina, she tested positive for some stuff we can't talk about on YouTube. You know, the stuff that's been going on since 2020. But we gonna keep that word on the low low because YouTube don't like us talking about what she tested positive for. But that's their rules, I guess. So yeah, she said she suffered from lymphedema. Yes, you swell so bad, and that machine treatment is only a temporary fix. And I was thinking, when it comes to the machines that they use for lymphedema, do they just put something on there to basically keep the swelling down? But eventually the swelling always comes back. I don't know, like, when it comes to lymphedema, is that just like a bunch of fatty tissue gathered up in one place? I'm not a doctor, so I don't know exactly what it is. Her ex gave it to her. You said her ex gave it to her. Girl, you silly. So, yeah. So here is the picture of her in that wheelchair. I was so sad to see that picture. So, how is her show doing on her break? Okay, the ongoing health issues, the talk show. She's been on a break. And then the source ended up telling page six at the time of her mental wellness check that it has been a very difficult time for Wendy, the insider added. She's a single woman with very few friends. That's why, okay. Let me say this. Sometimes when women are married, and sometimes when guys are married, but mostly I see women go through this. Don't sit around and cut all of your day one friends off. Like those people that's been around you, supportive of you. Don't cut them off just because you're in a marriage. I mean, of course, you have to cater to your husband, make your husband happy. You have to work and all this, but you still should keep that very important circle of friends, the important, real ride or die friends that's there for you. don't don't kind of sway away from your friends just because you're married or in a relationship, because when things all fall down, those are probably some of the same friends who you're going to need their shoulder to probably cry on after the relationship over. So a big mistake that I know a lot of women make is that we kind of throw our whole self. Okay, it's cool to put as much as you can into a marriage, into a relationship, but you cannot forget about your life. You cannot forget about your friends, because at the end of the day, we all need somebody. We all need somebody. So you always most definitely want to keep those doors open as far as it comes to your tight friendships in your circles. Some people just throw their whole life into their husband, and once their husband leave, they have nothing because they put everything in you cut off all your friends, and it's a sad situation. And then the insider ended up saying, yeah, she's a single woman. And then it's saying that you guys know she ended up losing her mother. I think I did a story on that when Wendy lost her mother. God rest her soul. So she did lose her mother. She is living alone, and there's a lot on Wendy's plate right now. And other guest hosts for the season include Leah, Sherry Shepherd, Wendy Cummings. Oh my God. I actually have a name called Wendy Cummings. Okay. Whitney Cummings. Wendy's shoes are hard to fill. I bet they are. Okay. So we needed to find the right fix. Executive producers David said this in a statement, and this was when he was hosting a gig, and it was announced, that she was going to take a hiatus. Leah will bring a lot of fun and energy to our viewers with a few surprises along the way. Okay, so yeah. So that looks like that's about it with that article. So I'm hoping Wendy makes some progress and comes back. If not, I don't know if it's probably the best for her not to come back, because our mental health and our physical health is the most important thing. If we don't have our health, we don't have anything. You guys know what they say, health is wealth. And it says she's making progress, but she is experiencing serious complications as a direct result to her Graves' disease in her thyroid condition. So she suffers from thyroid issues as well. And the statement continued, it has been determined that more time is needed before she's able to return to her hosting duties. Separate sources also ended up saying to page six that the delay of Wendy show is beginning to become a problem for the station affiliated and the affiliates and advertisers. So they're starting to have a problem with this long hiatus that she's on. It said that the representatives for the Wendy Williams show, they declined to comment. So they didn't want to comment. And I could see why they probably didn't want to comment. I mean, they probably been around Wendy for a very long time, and I'm sure they have formed a pretty close-knit relationship, I believe, as far as dealing with Wendy. So they probably didn't want to comment too much. They probably see the ratings are doing better, and I'm pretty sure they feel some sorrow and pity for her. So much prayers to Wendy Williams. And like I said, if you don't come back to the show, I just hope you get your mental and your physical health together. Oh, it sounds like my coffee is done. Give me about 30 seconds. Just a second, guys. Talk to each other. How about Okay, I'm back. Okay, so yeah, it's looking like the show is still progressing. And you guys know the motto when it comes to Hollywood, they always say the show must go on. They always say the show must go on, but most definitely she has to get her health together before anything else can come together. And just to be completely honest, even though a lot of us would love to see Wendy Williams back and get back at it and hit that stage, it's probably not gonna happen. Prayers out to Wendy. I hope everything goes well for her. I really do. I know a lot of people sit around and say, "Oh, this her karma." No, I don't feel like that because I feel like life can happen to anybody. I mean, life happens at the end of the day, whether you're good, bad, or in the middle or whatever. Anything can happen at any time. So, yeah, prayers out to Wendy. Okay, so moving on to this next topic. So I was on Instagram when I ended up first hearing about this story. Shout out to Neek at Night from YouTube. I'm pretty sure you guys probably heard of Neek at Night. Let's see, grave disease happens because of thyroids. My aunt suffered from. Oh, so grave disease and thyroids are like some kind of connected to each other. Oh, I did not know that, Regina. That's sad. Big shout out to everyone in the chat. You guys make sure you hit that thumbs up when you come in the building. Okay, so I ended up seeing this on the Nick at Night show. And shout out to Nick at Night. What's good with your Trey Money Boy Trey? Oh yes, you guys make sure you go and check out Money Boy Trey over at the State Game over there with Joy Chit Chat. They be chopping it up and getting into it. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get off into this next story. So you guys know domestic violence is on the rise in America, and I'm pretty sure all over the world. It's always been an epidemic when it comes to domestic violence. So this situation here, it ended up happening to a TikToker that goes by the name of underscore queen underscore e underscore 88. So let me get off into she actually ended up having to put up a GoFundMe. And let me share that GoFundMe. I don't know if any of you guys, want to feel the need to possibly donate to her. But if you do, let me show you her GoFundMe here. So she has a GoFundMe up. And it looked like she's almost at her goal, actually. Okay, so she has a goal of $10,000, and so far she has raised $8,559. So this GoFundMe ended up going on GoFundMe on October the 26th, and it reads as follows. I have received a call from my alarm company saying that my house was broken into and caught a fire. My youngest daughter father, let's see. So she said some other words, and basically she's saying that he's a piece of crap of a person, and we were not at home when this occurred. Thankfully, my home is gone, where my girls were supposed to live and grow up to be happy. He destroyed it because I did not want to be with him anymore. I was tired of his mental and physical and emotional abuse towards me. So she was tired of him emotionally abusing her. I had to start all over for my kids. My kids and I deserve much better. And yes, you do. You do deserve much better. In due time, we will get there. That was being said. Any amount will be greatly appreciated. So yeah, that is her GoFundMe right there. If you guys are interested in probably just going to check it out, reading it yourself, or if you want to donate, you can most definitely go over there. Okay, so far, okay, so like I said, the goal is $10,000, and She's already raised $8,559. So yeah, 254 donors, 428 people have shared this, and 327 followers. So I'm gonna make sure I post I dropped it. I'm gonna make sure I drop the link to her GoFundMe down in the comment section. Since I'm talking about the story, of course, I want to go ahead and at least show the gratitude of putting it down in my description box. So I'm most definitely gonna do that. But I have a video here. I'm gonna let you guys take a look at this. Okay, I'm gonna get this off the screen and share the video. You guys make sure you go over there to TikTok and follow me at Katie Talk 101. I post just a few small short videos. I just started posting on TikTok maybe about 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I got a little bit of content over there. I like TikTok because you can do really small, quick stuff. I think YouTube has opened up the avenue where we can actually post shorts. And I think the shorts, like if you accumulate like 1 million views, they'll send you like $200 or $300, they say. It's something like that. Okay, so let me go to her TikTok so you guys can see this. Yes, that is really sad. And I was like, I'm still glad that she was able to get away because you guys know when it comes to a lot of these domestic violence situations, some people just don't get away in time. These situations don't always end well. They don't end well at all. So thank God she was able to get away. All right. So shout out to the chat room one more time. Shout out. You guys hit that like button and all that good stuff. Okay, so Miss Queen underscore E88, she ended up posting this, I believe it was like the 26th. Okay, so you guys make sure you go and
I
follow her
told
on
my
TikTok.
fiance
Here
I
we go.
was tired. Tired of being mentally, emotionally abused.
You cannot. Hold on. Okay.
I told my fiance I was tired. Tired of being mentally, emotionally abused. And he burned my house down, where his daughter sleeps.
Oh my kid, stop, man. Come on. Camera, hit a hole in the wall if you got to. Let it the fuck out. Let it all fucking out. I can take the stuff out the dance back, Oh, come on.
So yeah, this reads, I told my fiance I was tired of being mentally and emotionally abused, and he burned my house down. And this is where, oh, thank you so much, Regina. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. Shout out to Regina. Very generous. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Most definitely. And it's a sad situation that this man would actually be in his feelings to the point where he would actually burn down the house where his children stay. I mean, of course, there comes a point when if you're treating a person in a certain way and you're not showing them love anymore and you're mentally emotionally abusing them. I just think when it comes to the mental and emotional abuse, I mean that first it usually starts first and then it usually ends with it being physical. And as you guys know, the physical usually turns into sometimes people life ending. Most definitely, I'm so glad that she got away, and I hope she doesn't go back because when it comes to domestic violence, most of the time they have mind control. They actually have mind control over the person who they're abusing. And sometimes I know people sit back and they be like, "Girl, you dumb. Girl, why you keep going back to him? You stupid. You stupid." And I just think, sometimes people just really need a help circle. Sometimes we really, really, really need that help circle to help us get away. I mean, like, if you're around a girl, and sometimes guys go through domestic violence as well. So let's not forget about the guys that also go through it too. So yeah, they go through it. So I think if you're telling a person they shouldn't be in a situation, if you're able to open up your home or open up your couch or your extra room to them, you let them know that they have somewhere else to go. Like, you don't have to sit here and deal with this. And Regina said, geez, so sad. Y'all got me emotional in the morning. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to hear you emotional. Jesus, pray for that family. Most definitely. And I feel sorry for her kids. I mean, just think, her kids went back to school, probably telling their friends and their teacher, my daddy burned our house down. How sad is that? Your daddy burned the house down. That's insane, and it's sad. And luckily they did catch this fool. Let me go to that part where he was actually caught by the authorities. So let me finish playing this right quick.
Don't do shit like this, yo. You're not fucking human. You are not human if you do shit like this.
I told my fianc I was tired. Tired of being mentally, emotionally abused. And he burned my house down, where his daughter sleeps.
Oh, my kid, stop, man. Come on. Camera, hit a hole in the wall if you got to. Let it the fuck out.
That's sad.
I can take the stuff out the dance back here. Oh, come on. Don't do shit like this, yo. You're not fucking human.
Well, I swear he is not
You are
human.
not human if you do shit like this.
You cannot.
I swear.
Okay.
Hold on.
Holy Spirit.
Okay, so this is the young lady right here who it happened to. This is the young lady right here. This is the TikToker Queen 88. So yeah, if you guys feeling generous, every little penny counts. If 100 people could donate $1 to her, that'd be $100. Matter of fact, since I'm talking about it, I probably need to go over there and give her a few bucks myself. Most definitely, I'm gonna do that. And ladies, if you are in a situation like this, they have little, I know down here in Arkansas, they have a place, I think it's called like the Dorcas House, and it's for women. But I think it's crazy that they make places like that just for women, because the men go through it also, probably not at a higher rate. But yeah, they have a special house, and it's especially for women who go through domestic violence. So they have lots of programs to help women who go through stuff like this. And there's help out here for you. And like I said, I know when a lot of women are in these domestic situations, the first thing those guys do is like tear you away from those close relationships. Most of them even tear you away from your family. So situations like this, it can be hard. Y'all remember that song Eve had? She said, "Love is blind. It'll take over your mind." And yeah, it's really like a mind thing, because they actually condition you, manipulate. A lot of these guys will make you feel sorry for them. They'll be like, "Oh baby, I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry. It'll never happen again. I only hit you because I love you." Some of those fools will actually say that. I only hit you because I love you. No, if you love me, you will not put your hands on me. That is not how you do it. If you love a person, You will not mess with them in their head mentally. You will not do stuff like that. That's not love. It's not love, baby. It is not love. And I just think most of the time some people, especially when you're married, I think it could be even more hard to get away because you have a lot of things kind of unraveled. There's financial things going on. You guys are probably intertwined in mortgage agreements, and marriage is a contract. Marriage is basically like a business. So it can be hard, but always know and remember there's things out here to help you get away. It's things out here to help you get away. Some people feel like, do she want to get away? I think people, I don't think anybody would really just want to sit and go through anything like that. But some people, and I can say this when it comes to some people who grew up a particular way, if they grew up, let's say if a girl grew up seeing her dad mentally, physically, emotionally abuse her mom, more than likely those may be the type of girls who may end up staying in situations like this. But there's a way out. It's always a way out. Okay, so let me show you this guy picture. So
I told my
here's his mugshot. Oh, hold on, let me do that because there's some kind of thing that could get you copyrighted. Okay, so this is the guy right here, and it is saying that he was captured. And let me look a little closer to see what those charges were, because he had a few charges going on here. Okay, let me make it a little bigger on the screen. I think I got it in full screen. Yeah, let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it says that his charges were arson. Okay, so yeah, it was arson, domestic violence, and what else? Let's see. Arson, domestic violence, and it was a few other charges in here. This thing is so small. Oh, yeah, but most definitely he had arson, destruction to property. I don't know if they were renting that house or if they were buying, but I can say if they were renting, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. And this is just because I think if they were renting, he will most definitely be in trouble if he burned down somebody else's stuff. But if they were buying, I'm pretty sure the young lady would probably be able to file some type of insurance claim. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Regina said I had an incident with one ex when when I was in my 20s. He was clingy, jealous. I didn't live with him, but when I visited, I had my family nearby, and he choked me and left me. Let's see, I left him alone for life. Oh, I thank God you got away, Regina. Thank God you got away. Cause they start by. Let me tell you what they'll start by doing. Most guys who are violent like this, most of them will just start doing things like play fighting. Most abusers will usually start by play fighting with you. And let me tell you why they do this. Those guys who start play fighting with you, they play fight with you just to see how many blows you can take. They play fight with you to see if you will fight back. So that most of the time, that's how it starts. They'll start just play fighting with you. I mean, even before the mental abuse start and the emotional abuse and all of that, they'll start like play fighting with you. They want to see how many licks you can take before it shifts off into the real stuff, before they really crank up the abuse. He didn't want me to see my own family that didn't live far from him whack. Oh, he was really whack. He didn't even see, and that's what I said. They want to get you away from your family. Most of those domestic violence relationships, that's the first thing they want to do is draw you away from your family. I'm glad she got her and her kids away from this because I have been on here doing I've done several of stories where guys have took their whole family out and then some of them end up taking themselves out at the end. So, we have a lot of situations where domestic violence end and they not only take their wife out, but some of them take the lives of their own children. I should have cheated on that whack job. I should have cheated. I should have lied. I should have cheated. Baby, I should have went out to the club. I know that's right. She said she should have cheated. It's good you didn't cheat. Cause you know what, Regina? That shows your loyalty. Even though you probably was loyal to the wrong person, it still shows at heart that you are a loyal person. So that I commend you. My hat is off to you because a lot of people are not loyal. A lot of people will be. It's some people out here. I just think if you're not loyal, you're just not loyal. Some people, I have a person that treat them like a king, or a person treat you like a queen, and that person will still get cheated on. It's so sad, but it's so true. It's so true. And sometimes it seems like just the bigger your heart is, most of the time the more you get hurt. The bigger the heart, the more hurt you will go through. I hope this young lady can heal from this situation. I know I'm pretty sure her kids are gonna need counseling because if she was emotionally if he emotionally abused her and always said nasty things to her around her children, I feel like her kids should have some counseling. I mean, they need to know this type of treatment is not normal. This type of treatment and how he treated her mother is what's up with you, Minnie? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. And good morning. I hope you guys are well this morning. Welcome to the chat, girl. So good to have you. And yeah, these kids need counseling as well as the mother needs counseling too, because I just think when kids see this setting where you have the mom and you have the dad and the dad is abusive, sometimes those little kids can just look at these situations, even though they hear arguing, fussing, fighting, screaming, yelling. They could sit back and see mom and dad doing this, and they'll feel like this kind of stuff is normal when it's not. So, most definitely, she needs counseling. Most definitely, the kids need counseling. And if you guys, want to check out her GoFundMe, like I said, you guys come back to this live. I will post a link to her GoFundMe. So, even a dollar could help, anything. But yeah, she's almost at her goal. So thank God. Child, I had to wait. When he got off work, um, just so I could walk to the store. You had to wait for him to get off work just to go to the store. Oh my goodness. And then she said, cause fine. You said it was some fine corners boys that was trying to chat with me. Oh, girl, down there at the corner store, that's where all the hood boys and the doughboys hang out at the corner stores. Girls, some of them guys be some good guys out there too. It probably was a guy out there by the corner store that probably would have treated you much better than him, and they probably wouldn't have choked you either. So yeah, sometimes and the main thing most of those guys will tell you when they're abusing you, ain't nobody gonna love you like I do. I only hit you because I love you. I only act like this because I'm crazy about you. I don't know what I'd do without you. I'd probably take myself up out of here if you leave me. Don't ever leave me. And then they'll tell you stuff like, no one's gonna put up with you like I do. Look at you. You got my two kids. Okay. And I'm gonna chat back. Yes, I'm gonna chat back. I know that's right. Cause if I see, I don't know what it is, but I'm just like, oh, I always had a thing for I don't know. I don't know. It's just sometimes a hood kind of guy is just like sexy to me. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the roughness about it, but sometimes that's what get us. We could see those guys that we probably know not really really good for, like just looking at this guy, and I'm not going to hate on him. He's a rather handsome man. You know what I'm saying? He's rather handsome. He got that full beard. A lot of ladies have weakness for guys with beards. I mean, he got that beard. It looks like, I don't know if that's a Honda or a Lexus or an Audi. I don't know what kind of car that is, but we see these guys with these full beards driving in a foreign car. He probably got a good job. And then he looked like the type of guy that probably got a good job. And he probably hustled too. A woman really fall for a guy like that. Like, let's say if he worked for FedEx and he sell trees on the side, it's like we fall for them type of guys. And we don't know if this guy could be abusive, but we end up finding out later. But it's just those little signs where, just like everybody was talking about a few weeks ago, all of the red flags. And I remember when my homegirl was over here, and I think Coco was probably in the chat, but we was talking about, I had end up mentioning red flags, and I was like, F them red flags. And she was like, yeah, girl, you saying that until you get to going through all that stuff with them. And I'm like, yeah, you right. Cause I have been in situations with guys, and I'd be like, girl, this don't look right, girl. But oh, he cute. Girl, I don't feel like the way he talked to me the other day was right. But oh, he put it down this morning, girl. Girl, he be going downtown, and I ain't even got a girl. He be just going downtown, and he want to stay downtown all night long, if you know what I mean. He be downtown acting a fool, girl. No, never hit me or play hit me to the prior of that. I made more money than him. You made more money than him. Okay. She said I made more money than him. And on my vacation, uh I would decor his house. You would decorate his house. Oh, for real. That is so sweet. He shocked me when he choked me, and I love him. Oh, I bet you did love him. It sounded like you really did love him. And I mean, I'm not even just gonna say women. Most people love hard. Like when they really love, they love hard. I mean, you could see a person. I mean, and I'm speaking from a man's point of view. I don't know if I can because I'm a woman, but I'm just gonna say this. Some guys, you can see a guy that's like a string player. Like, this guy got plenty of women and all that. But he could meet that one female that he really, really like. You will see that man go above and beyond to make that woman happy. And there was a guy that people probably looked at him and thought he would never settle down. But most of the time when people love, we love hard. Like, Aura said, when a woman loves, she loves for real. But most of the time, when a man loves, he loves for real too. But you can't be trying to love on a woman and you putting your hands on her. That is just a no-no. That's just a no-no. So, and Regina said, just showing, Minnie said, just showing the real colors, and we just be looking the other way. Girl, yeah, we be looking the other way. Like, girl, I did not see that. I did not see that. Girl, I had woke up in the middle of the night. It was threesome. He was in the bathroom. I heard the text messages going off. I didn't see that. Where? Ching. Who Ching? Uh-uh. Girl, yes, we look the other way. We be like, no, not my man. Not my man. Yes, your man. Your man did that. Your man cheated on you. Like, girl, when we was sitting there arguing in the middle of the argument, he grabbed me by my throat and he just gave me a quick choke. It wasn't like no long choke, but it was a real quick one. But girl, I'm gonna be okay because maybe I deserve. Like, we'll say stuff like that. We'll talk ourselves into accepting Mess sometimes. I loved him, but he choked me, and I was done for life. I'm so proud of you too, because like I said, some people do not get away. Some people don't make it away from these situations real easy. Not at all. I most definitely had another story for you guys. Let me jump off into that. Most definitely healing and prayers goes out to that young lady. I'm glad she got away from it. I am so glad she got away from it because just imagine, and I'm hoping she don't go back, like I said. But just imagine, we see this situation where he ended up burning down her house, and you look up, and if she was to go back with him or something, and then people like we hear on the news or something, oh, this young lady ended up passing away, and oh, he hurt the kids and this and that. All those situations just it's really sad. And even though I see those stories, and most definitely I do commentary on those stories, but a lot of times like those stories are just the hardest to do sometimes. Sometimes even reading through stuff like that can be very, very just trying on your spirit. Just really, really hard on your spirit. It's really insane. I just think it's insane that a person would sit back and feel like it's nothing else to do but take this person's life. It's crazy. Okay. Okay, I think I did. Okay. I think I ended up doing a story on this already. Okay, so oh yeah, let me show y'all this. I'm pretty sure I don't know if you guys ended up watching this, but it was just a simple upload that I ended up doing, and it was about a young lady. She was rather young, actually. It was about a young lady, and she now this when the lady cheat. Y'all know it's a lot of videos out there of women cheating too and everything. Sad to say, but some folks are hooked on phonics. Being abused is not love. What you said? They hooked on phonics. Yeah, being abused is not love. Don't ever let nobody convince you I hit you because I love you. You boy, you must think I'm retarded, or you must be retarded if you trying to convince me of this, sir. I only hit you because I love you. Okay, go ahead, take your best swing. Girl, no, you do not love me. You do not love me. Okay, let me make sure I'm sharing the right screen. Okay, so that's the right screen I'm sharing right there. Okay, so yes, this young lady here, she was caught cheating by her boyfriend, and check out what she ended up trying to do. You guys check this out. Okay, so let me do that, and I'm going to push play. Okay, let me try to make this screen a little bit bigger first. Hold on, that's not the one that I'm trying to share. So I'm gonna stop screen for a second and pull up the right one. Oh, welcome to the chat. Shout out to Regina. Shout out to Minnie. Shout out to Cocoa Butter Barbie. Shout out to all those in the bushes. You guys count too. So big shout out to everyone. You guys make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not. And over here, we're coming with celebrity talk. We coming with all the drama in the YouTube streets. Oh my God. And speaking of drama in the YouTube streets, okay, first of all, I'm gonna say this. Shout out to my radio, Millie at my radio. So you guys know I do the panel with Wiley. Shout out to Wiley. And Wiley, if you catch this chat, honey, I want us to talk about this today. Okay, so you guys know. Okay, I follow both Millie and I follow Wiley as well. Okay. Okay, so you guys know when it comes to anything going on with Wiley, because I'm on a panel with him, of course I talk to him about stuff, but I'm gonna chop this up real quick. I'm gonna make this real quick. I'm gonna jump in this topic and jump out. But why when why when I ended up jumping on got the notification for Wiley when he went live on Station Head. So I click on Station Head, right? Because I was watching some videos and stuff on YouTube, and I end up getting a notification from station here. Why when I get on there, Wiley talk about body slam and Millie? I'm like, what? Wiley was talking about he was gonna body slam Millie. Thank you, Regina. She said, shout out to Katie. Okay, shout out to Katie Talk 101 morning show. So yeah, I ended up seeing where he was talking about Millie better not come up in my face. I'm a body slammer. Wiley was on there cussing people out. I was like, what is going on with Wiley? What's going on with Wiley, girl? What Wiley? Wiley, what you doing, Wiley? Girl, I jumped on there, Wiley talking about, boy, I body slam her and I beat her husband. I beat Alex. He talking about he was gonna beat Alex up and he was gonna jump on Millie and body slam Millie. I'm like, what? What's going on? Okay, so you guys know that a preliminary hearing is on the way for Tory Lanez. So Wiley ended up saying that he allegedly got a source, ended up getting a DM of saying that the podcast that Tory Lanez playing is off. Because I don't know if you guys heard, but there's been some discussions over the months that there's probably gonna be a podcast on the way that Tory Lanez producing, and he said that he wanted to have like DJ Academics on there. He said he wanted not Wiley, he wanted Millie to be on there and stuff like that. So he ended up going to, and let me see if I can find this Instagram post because I don't want y'all to think I'm lying. Let me go over here to Instagram so I can show y'all, girl. And Wiley talking about, oh, I will body slam me. I'm like, what the freak? Talking about body slamming Millie, I'm like, I'm thinking, Wiley, that's a woman, that's a female. That is a female. You talking about you want to body slam her? No, I love Wiley, but I love Millie. You know, I've been following Millie for a long time. And Wiley, you know, Millie was out here showing you love when nobody else showing you love, Wiley. Now, me and you gonna have to chop it up about this, Wiley. Real talk. You know we're gonna have to chop it up about this. I want you to come on my show and talk about what's going on. Why was you on station here saying you was gonna body slam Millie? That's what I want to know. I want to know. These are things that I want to know. Okay. These are the questions that right now have no answers. Okay. Many said Wiley was kidding. Yeah, I believe he was kidding. You know how Wiley be sitting back talking he be popping his stuff. He be popping his stuff, girl. I was like, I don't know if Wiley drink or not, but I was like, dang, did he have a couple of, I don't know if he had a couple of shots when he got to talking about I'll body slam her if she come up to me. I don't care if she is a woman. I'm like, Wiley, come on now. You going a little too far there, buddy. Come on now, Wiley. But okay, so this is the post that that Wiley ended up posting. You guys make sure you go and hit up Wiley if you have not. I'm pretty sure everybody have, because I'm pretty sure most of you guys are from his channel. So this is what he ended up posting yesterday, about 12 hours ago. He said, I guess the podcast with hashtag Mob Radio is canceled. LOL. Let me go live to talk about this. So that's when he ended up going live on Station Head. And Coco said, right, Millie definitely showed love to Wiley. I think she still love him. She just mad at Tasha K. Yep. I think she still love him. You know, Millie, she got a good heart. She got a good heart, real talk. But you know, Millie is the type of, she see you on BS in a very quick second, she will go the other way if she see you on BS. Or yeah, so you guys know, there's no plea deal. The hearing is on the way. I think the next court date for Tory Lanez will be on, and I'm most definitely going to be covering this. This is going to be on December the 14th. So yeah, so that's the next hearing. And somebody ended up saying you messy. Let me see what's the other comments some people said. Was it any other comments in here? Yeah, it was a couple of people that had commented though. I can't see them right now. But yeah, that's what was said about that situation right there. So yeah, I just hope Millie and Wiley can come to a solid ground, I know one thing about it. the world keep turning and everybody keep moving. So I just wish the best for both of them. I'm a big fan of both channels, Millie and Wiley. So yeah, most definitely. Hopefully he was playing about that situation, but I would really hate to see a situation where somebody's going live and showing them two out just arguing. Like I'll be like, what the heck? But y'all know I'm gonna cover the story because you know I'm gonna bring the story. I'm gonna be like, girl, I'm gonna have to show face and come on camera to talk about this. Cause oh, uh-uh. But yeah, she did show him love, most definitely. And you know, it's sometimes like this. When it comes to YouTube, it could be two YouTubers have a difference. And then you got another YouTuber that's probably a little bit bigger than the other one of what people would consider as far as numbers go, or you feel like this YouTuber may be doing a little bit more than this YouTuber, and probably jumping on the other YouTuber side would be more beneficial for you. So it's looking like a situation like that happened because most definitely Millie always showed him love, and I guess once Tasha started showing him love, he felt like, well, this where the bigger winning team is. So I'm gonna jump on this side over here. But I don't know, just speculating allegedly. Wiley, you want to come on the show and discuss this? You know you're welcome. But we got two men and a lady coming up on Tuesday, so you guys most definitely make sure you go over there and hit up the Wiley Show, subscribe to his channel, and catch us over there on Tuesday. And I know most of you guys are already over there. So, getting off into this other story, let me make sure I can find this story here because this story was something else right here. Let me see. Okay, get up out of there. Okay, so this story ended up happening in a parking lot, but let me make sure I can find the story first. Okay, so here we go, right here. Okay, so this story, I ended up running across this on Facebook, and it was uh it was a lady in the parking lot, and she was out there with her child. And that's a good question to ask him, but I don't think he threw Millie away for Tasha. Oh, okay, okay. Already, Coco. I hope not. I hope he didn't. Because most definitely, like I was saying earlier, when some people get in relationships, they kind of sway away from really good friends and stuff like that. Um, I just don't think it's really wise to sway away from one person because of another person. Even sometimes if you're in a marriage or relationship, you just have some friends and some relationships you don't want to get rid of because it's hard to find a real solid people out there. Solid people are so hard to find sometimes, and it can be situations where some people are just trying to be around you to try to push their agenda, or they're being in your company because of specific reasons. Some people are around you yeah, for certain things, but just allegedly what I think. I don't know. But yeah, let me find this one right here because this was about a woman. And this was about a woman who was in a parking lot with her child. And I think as they were getting in their car, it was a car parked next to them. And you guys know when a car is parked really close to you and you open up the door and it just kind of scrapes the door. I think this was the situation that ended up happening there. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I shared it or not, but I'm pretty sure I did. Okay, so there was the post about that girl who did that with her boyfriend. And she was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes, I think this is it right here. But after this one, I want to show y'all something else. But yes, this woman was going off. This woman was straight going off right here. Hold on, that's the story about the girl who found a nail in a chicken sandwich. Now that was really insane. Okay, hold on. Let me find it here. So yeah, yeah. It don't look like I can find it. But this woman was going off. So you guys know when you go out here and you got a new car and you feel in your car like a really, really nice car. And you over here parking really close to other cars. Um there's a chance that a door could kind of scrape your car. We don't like stuff like that. Don't nobody want to walk around with scratches on their door and whatnot. But yeah, I think this woman ended up calling the police. Okay, so speaking of cars, let me get off into this story because this story kind of touched my heart, y'all. This story touched my heart for real. Okay, so it was this guy's birthday, and I don't know. Okay, so what was the biggest gift anybody ever gave you guys? Drop it in the comment section. Drop it in the comment section. So, I'm gonna say this. The biggest gift I ever got from one of my boyfriends, I remember I was about 21. Okay, so I was 21. I was in a relationship with this guy, and we ended up meeting at work. That was back when I used to work construction and stuff. So it was a lot of out of towners at the construction place when I worked at the Arsenal. It was here in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and he was from Louisiana, and he brought me. I think this was the guy that brought me my first piece of jewelry. I was 21, and he got out on his knees and proposed to me and everything, gave me the ring. And why did I find out that this guy had a whole fiance that had two children at home? And see, he was out of town, so me and him moved around. We went out. We did everything that a regular couple do. And I had no idea that this man was engaged. And I found that out through his homeboy, which was our coworker. So he ended up telling me, he's already engaged. Why he over here getting engaged to you? Oh, he brought me a 10-carat diamond ring, and it had baguettes around it. It was like the baguette cut diamonds around the regular princess cut diamonds. Oh my God, that ring was so nice. That was my first piece of jewelry, but it most definitely wasn't the last. Because I got a ring from my son father some years later after I met him and stuff. He ended up gifting me with a really nice ring from K's. That was back in 2003. It was shortly after I had his son. So yeah. Um, so girl, yeah, I ended up finding out he was engaged, but I'm like, oh my God. Okay, so that's nothing like this story that I'm about to tell you guys. Okay, so you guys know most guys have a thing for cars. Most of them have a thing for like antique cars. So yeah, this guy always wanted this certain type of car, and his wife, she seen that her man wanted the car, so she worked hard to get him this car. And oh my God, his expression was just everything. Let me make sure I can play this here. Hold on, because I know some y'all know sometimes StreamYard be tripping, and going I might have to end up going to my phone and playing the audio, but this was everything. So it reads here. Let me make sure I'm sharing the screen first. This was the sweetest thing ever. Let me make the screen just a little bit bigger. Okay, so this gentleman's wife, he said, my wife surprised me with my dream car for my 29th birthday, a 1969 Camaro. Oh my God, imagine that, you guys. I would love it, and I'm gonna say this. And this is a guy who I'll be married to, a guy who's down for me, and I'm down for him. I would love to gift a guy with something that's his dream. Even if he had a dream of owning a detail shop, I would love, like, on our anniversary or his birthday, I would love to just pull up in front of a place and be like, okay, take the blindfold off, baby, surprise. Oh my God, I would love to gift a guy with some like his dreams, because I feel like this, man, like, anybody that really love you and there for you and they really want to build with you, they're gonna want to see your dreams come true. And if I'm with a guy and I love him like that, I feel like he's worthy of his dreams to come true. I would love to be able to contribute to that. I mean, I would just love that. I would love that. Oh my God, when I seen this though, it was like I shedded like a little tear. I was like, oh my God, this is the sweetest thing ever. Okay, so without further ado, let me find the article of when this ended up happening. But yeah, oh my God, this was just the most awesome thing ever. Okay, so let me go here. Okay, I think I found it. I think I found it. Okay, so I'm gonna play the audio so you guys see the visual. Let me play the audio. I'm gonna make that a little bigger. Okay, so here it is right here. Let me turn it up. Okay. Don't cry, too. You got the Camaro 19. Okay, here you go.
My wife surprised me with my dream car for my 29th birthday. 1969 Camaro.
Don't cry, too. Don't cry, too. You got the Camaro 1969 out here.
That's not mine, dude.
Dude, it's yours. I got the keys in my pocket. Dude, what's up?
Are you serious?
What do you mean?
So yeah, there goes the. Okay,
Are you for real, bro?
Babe.
Oh, look, he started it up. Okay. Oh yes, he burned rubber. Yes, go on and do that, baby. But yes, and like I said, when it comes to stuff like that, of course you're not gonna be out here buying every person you're with a car. Okay, this is something you do for that really special one. Okay, I love it. I love it. I really do. That is what's up. But yes, thank you guys so much for being here at the Katie Talk 101 show. Big shout out to Regina for the $10 super chat. Big shout out to Coco Butter. Big shout out to Minnie. Big shout out to all those who watching the bushes. Those who come watch the replay. Make sure you hit that like button and share if you care. Most definitely subscribe to the channel if you have not. Hit that notification bell and all that good stuff because I most definitely will be coming with more. And like I said, Tuesday, we are scheduled for Two Men and a Lady. I think we set it up for that afternoon sometime. So you guys make sure you watch out. Wiley will be posting notifications on that. So thank you guys so much for your time. And I most definitely will be back with another one here at the Katie Talk 101 show.